I printed three little supports, one of which has a recess here, is recessed so that it can accommodate the face of the key, and hopefully it should be okay. It should work for three different configurations I have. What I call centered keys, left keys, and right keys. I should be able to clamp them all and use the same fixture to machine the groove and then machine the hole. I will have to screw them exactly flush here so that the key is not being turned. I designed the counterbore for the head screw too small. So what happens is that the head screws are not flush. So I will have to either sand them or file them. And I also should be able to use my 3D printed clamps to hold the place securely here and there. And I've screwed the plate on the CNC. This should allow me to register the keys like this. This will be my zero reference on the y-axis, and I'm gonna use a 3mm diameter end mill. This is what we get after the first test. Setting seems okay. If I take the oak piece, it fits exactly as it should. The depth looks okay, and we've just reached the existing pocket. And just for information, I mean the existing pocket is not centered at all. Here I have roughly, let's say 2 millimeters. Here I have roughly 4. I managed to machine all the grooves in the 6 damaged keys, and the oak piece will fit tight, and the gluing should be okay. Using the front face of the key as the reference was a good idea, because I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but this one is much thinner than the other ones. So what's important is that the distance between the keyboard, the front face, and the holes is the same throughout all the keys. What I have to do now is to cut some small pieces of oak and glue them individually into each key. When the glue will be dried, I'll have to flush them on the side and on the top. It's a tight fit, so now what I have to do is glue them together. So I'm gonna use the double gluing technique. I've put some glue on all the parts, on both parts, like here, here, and so. And I'm gonna let it soak for 5 minutes before I put the piece of oak here and clamp them. Using a spacer and a Japanese saw, I'm gonna cut most of the excess material, roughly. That leaves me with a few millimeters to remove. I'm gonna use a rabot, a plane, I don't know how it's called in English, very gently as well. I have adjusted the blade so that it makes very small chips. I don't want to break anything. Now that I removed most of the excess material, I'm gonna finish it with some sandpaper. It's 120 grits.
To remove the excess material on both sides, I used another Japanese saw. And sandpaper as well.
So using the fixture, I was able to locate exactly the key at the same at the previous location. It's clamped, so I just had to re-zero the X and Z axes, and I will have to do that for each individual key. They're all done with their piece of oak and the new hole at the exact location. So I'll bring them back to my friend, and I hope that they will last at least another 50 years. Thanks for watching.